Good morning. Charles Merkel here for day 150 of 3 minute 10 breath total body warm up. So excited to be here with you for day 150. Yay! This is so exciting. All right. Well, I promised to keep you up to date, and the I'm continuing with the colon cleansing. Continuing with it. I've got maybe 3 more days of the supplements. So far, so good. And I'm starting to see results, verifiable results on the scale. That's the real indicator. That's when you know you have an actual cleanse going on, because uh, it's not a laxative just to get things moving again. It should clean you out, which means you should lose weight. So the scale is moving, not by a huge margin yet. I'm only on I think today's day number 4, so gonna keep going. All right. Uh, really want to talk to you today is about attitude and disappointment, because my oldest son is a good example of what we do and how it affects our own lives and how it affects others. 'Cause he woke up with a really grumpy attitude, so grumpy, because he's homeschooled. The kids are the public school kids are out of school right now. Not my kids. My kids do work year round. That means we do give him or we do give my children a reduced workload during the summer months. And that's when we do our electives and review. So the traditional school year, that's when we typically do our core courses and get our grind work in for learning new things. Then we invest the summer not off just gallivanting and video games and TV and what have you all the time. They get a reduced workload, but they said that's when we do our electives. Like they're both doing Spanish right now, and we do review work just to make sure the lessons stay fresh, just to make sure what they learned over the previous months stays with them, has staying power. We want them to learn it, not just memorize it. And my oldest does not like math that makes him think, where it's not a clear, do these steps, get this answer. And right now he's having to work on identifying patterns, seeing patterns. And his attitude is such that I couldn't believe it. You can look it up on YouTube. It is by Blazer Fresh on Go Noodle, song called Banana Banana Meatball. And it's all about patterns. And he loved this song as a child, as a younger child. Hey, girl, love this song. But even that wouldn't get him out of his stump. His attitude is dragging him down, and it's because it's so heavy, so heavy. He's asking for help on the work he's doing, and it doesn't take much to. And I said I can see the patterns in what he's working on right away, because his attitude is so heavy, he's not seeing it. More than capable, absolutely more than capable, but he's not seeing it. And because of the grumpy attitude, it has affected the whole household, and that we are behind in our agendas. And this is what I really want to talk to you about. Because we can talk about the attitudes of others all day long. And about being grumpy. But grumpiness can be contagious. Because right now, it's what, 10 o'clock? The sun is up, the temperature is quickly rising. I've got to mow the lawn today. It's been put off too long. I was going to do it yesterday. I was all geared up, set up, and then it rained. And it was just enough rain that it wasn't practical to do the lawn. And you know what? I could have powered through and just done it. I said, you know what? I regrouped, made a plan, said I'm going to do it before the heat of the day. Well, because of my son's attitude and having to deal with him and trying to get him on track and keep him on track, that now I'm going to be mowing the lawn in the heat of the day. This isn't a woe is me session. This is just small example. So I could choose to adopt to have a bad attitude and grumble, grumble, grumble. I don't want to mow the lawn in the heat of the day. It's still freaking hot out here. It's in Florida. It's in the 90s and it's humid and you know out here doing the grass but no. Now the responsibility is on me not to do that, not to adopt my son's attitude. To one, I made a promise to my wife. The lawn's got to get done. It's just too high. We're in the country. Snakes are a concern. We want to be able to see where they are. The grass gets too high. It's too easy for them to hide. And we do have some around here that are a concern. Uh, so the work's got to get done. It's on me not to have a bad attitude about it. Instead, it's all about focus and what we choose to put our focus on. One, make a decision. This person's got a bad attitude. I'm not going to let it affect me. Their bad choices have affected me. I'm still not going to let it get to me. And continue to look for the positives. Look for the benefit. Look for so it's like look for the end result rather than the the time dealing with the heat, doing the lawn. I'm going to think of the end result and how happy my wife's going to be coming out to a mowed lawn, getting to go to our vehicle, not having to worry about what's in the grass. That's what I'm going to focus on. I am thinking about my promise to her betterment, her being happy, and allowing that to power me through. And a much greater example when we read our Bibles, I don't remember the exact verse offhand, but it was talking about when Jesus died for our sins and went through the cross or endured the cross. It says, and for the joy set before him, endured the cross. He was thinking about what's on the other side, because that experience was more grueling than anything we will ever face, more horrific. But he endured it for the joy on the other side. Whether you believe it or not, he believed it. And that gave him the strength to go through with it. We can adopt that same mentality ourselves. Look for the benefit on the other side when we have something unpleasant to do. And let that power us through. All right. And the same thing applies to this exercise. I wish I could tell you it is a pleasant experience. It's not. It's not an unpleasant one. But it is an effort. It is an exertion. 3 minutes, we have to power through. For 3 minutes, we have to focus on the activity while looking forward to the end result. The end result being, I'm going to have increased energy through the day. I'm going to have more energy to do the activities I need to do. And then more energy to enjoy the recreation after I do the things I need to do. It applies to all. Our energy levels apply to all. And I am looking forward to this contributing to my continued good health. once I get through this colon cleanse. I already shared before how I screwed my system up. I know not to do that again. And so I'm having to go through this experience. Not exactly pleasant, but I'm looking forward to the end result. I'm looking forward to the end result and coming out better on the other side, a little wiser on the other side, a little better self-educated, and still maintaining a good attitude. All right. That's it. Let's get started with today's exercise. If this is your first time, welcome. Be sure to go to the address down below, 7minutemorning.com/free training, or click on the QR code. It takes you directly to a page with video training on how to do this exercise. It's very simple to understand, but it takes practice to get efficient at it. And so the best results will take time. So you'll be able to warm up your body right away, going through the motions. But the better you get at it, the more efficient you get, the more effective the exercise is going to be for you. So consistency is key. Practicing the right way is key. If you want to run through the videos, I think they're only 16 minutes, including the 3-minute sample or 3-minute demo to go through. Just to learn the framework. And then, so the videos are divided up into strategies and tactics. So grab a video from here on out. Once you got the basics down, grab a video, practice, 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 practice. So, and it's just going to get more effective. All right, that said, let's get started. So I've got a lawn waiting for me. And begin.